All right, let's dive into a really fascinating cosmic story. It's all about a grand plan to completely transform our universe. And it all starts with just 108 ancient beings on a mission to fix well, a fundamental problem with reality itself. I mean, you look around and you just kind of feel it, right? That sense that something is off. Well, according to the source material we're exploring today, the answer isn't just about politics or society. It goes way deeper. It's elemental, it's cosmic, and there's a very specific solution in the works. So, at the very heart of this incredible plan, you have the 108 seed souls. Who are they? And what is this ancient mission they've been trying to pull off for ages? Now, these aren't just any souls. The text calls them Bija Rupi Atmalu, which means seed souls. Think of them as 108 incredibly powerful ancient beings who came to Earth a long, long time ago. Their goal was simple: free humanity. But in a wild cosmic twist, they ended up getting trapped here too, living as ordinary people, totally unaware of who they really are. And this has been a really long struggle. I mean, this isn't their first rodeo. The source material says they've tried this before in different lifetimes. Back in the time of Rama, they tried to create a lasting golden age, but it just didn't stick. Same thing happened with Krishna's famous golden city of Dwarka. It was amazing, but it also faded away. Each time, the mission was left unfinished, which kind of suggests that right now, this era is the one where it's all finally going to happen. So what's the big problem? What's this fundamental issue they've been trying to solve for thousands of years? Well, the source claims it's not a human problem. Not really. It's a deep, deep corruption in the very building blocks of our world. You heard that right. According to this cosmology, the root of all our problems, we're talking everything from war to sickness, isn't our fault. It's a corruption of the 5 elements. And it all starts with the most essential one, the one we interact with every single second of our lives, the air, or what's called Vayu Tattva. And we're not just talking about smog here. This is a spiritual toxicity. The air is described as being completely saturated with humanity's collective negative thoughts and emotions. And then we breathe that in. It corrupts our own energy, makes us vulnerable to illness, and traps us in these negative patterns, even when we're trying to do good. It even acts like a sticky net, binding negative spirits to the earth and creating this massive, self-perpetuating cycle of negativity. Okay, so if the problem is that the elements themselves are corrupted, then the only solution is to purify them, right? And that brings us to the core of the mission, the Great Transformation. So the master key to this whole operation is something called Param Tattva. You can translate that as the supreme element. It's basically the pure, original, perfect version of the elements before anything went wrong. The mission of the 108 seed souls is to act as conduits to channel this supreme substance back down to Earth. And this is where it gets really cool. This purification process kicks off a cosmic chain reaction. It all starts when the 108 souls bring down that Param Tattva. Instantly, our corrupted air transforms into supreme air, or Param Vayu, and that's the first domino. It then triggers a chain reaction that purifies fire, then water, then earth, and finally the sky. All the old, negative baggage, the recordings in the atmosphere, are just erased, wiped clean, and what's left is an atmosphere filled with Param Shanti, supreme peace. But here's the thing, the 108 souls can't do this alone. They're not meant to. Their job is to light the spark, to act as a catalyst that awakens a much, much larger force to see the mission through. So it all begins right here, with this core group. The 108 souls are the trailblazers. They're the ones who strike the match that's going to light this fire of universal purification. Their job isn't to do everything, but to make it possible for everyone else to join in. And once they kick things off, the cavalry arrives. The 108 are joined by 16,000 other powerful yogi souls. And get this, the source specifically identifies them as the gopis from Krishna's time, bringing this incredible ancient spiritual power to amplify the transformation. And it doesn't stop there, not even close. This combined force of over 16,000 then works to awaken nearly 1 million more souls. You get this massive army of light, all working together to accelerate the planet's healing from the inside out. Now, with this incredible spiritual army assembled, the mission's scope just explodes. It's not just about Earth anymore. Their collective power starts spreading these supreme elements throughout our entire solar system. So where does all this lead? What's the end game for this huge elemental cleanup and spiritual awakening? Well, the vision described in the text is, and I'm not exaggerating, a complete rebirth of reality as we know it. Let's just look at this incredible before and after picture. Our world literally shifts from being a Mrityulok, a world of death and mortality, to an Amarlok, an immortal world. Our sun stops emitting normal fire and starts radiating Param, supreme fire. The whole universe gets an upgrade from a broken, degraded state to absolute perfection. And maybe most importantly, humanity's experience goes from being trapped in negativity to realizing our own divine nature, a state called Shivoham, which basically means I am the divine. So, to be super clear, this isn't just about making things a little bit better. This is a total paradigm shift. It's moving from a reality that's defined by decay and limits to one that's built on a foundation of perfection and eternity. And the scale is just mind-bending. The wave of transformation that starts right here on Earth is designed to keep expanding outward, eventually touching billions of galaxies and turning the entire universe into a perfect, immortal creation. The source brings up this really powerful idea, one you actually see in a lot of spiritual traditions. The point is, this transformation isn't about us becoming something totally new. It's about finally realizing the divine power that was inside us all along. And what about Earth in this new cosmic neighborhood? Well, it becomes the epicenter, a sacred world, a place of pilgrimage. Souls from all across this new, perfect universe will travel here just to see the place where it all began. It's a pretty staggering vision, isn't it? One that starts with something as simple as the air we breathe and ends with an immortal universe. It really just leaves you with one big question to ponder. What would a world and a self that's completely free from negativity actually feel like?